Hallo und herzlich willkommen zur Adventure-Treff Show. Diesmal mit dabei ein Interview mit Natalia von Killmonday Games zu Fran Bow. Das Indie-Horror-Adventure Fran Bow hat gute Chancen, der Überraschungshit des Jahres zu werden. Ein liebevoll gestaltetes Horror-Adventure, das aber auch zum Teil ziemlich verstörend ist. Wie kommt man auf sowas? Das finden wir jetzt heraus im Interview mit Natalia von Killmonday Games hier in der Adventure-Treff Show. Hallo Natalia!
Hello!
Fran Bow beschäftigt sich viel mit Traumata und psychologischen Fragen. Hast du vor dem Spiel dafür recherchiert?
It's based on many of my personal things. So I kind of already got a lot of information from my own experiences, you know. So yeah, you can say that. Life experiences. So they're, it's kind of based on what I've been through. So.
Das heißt, das Spiel ist autobiografisch?
Yes, of course. Even the fantasy part is pretty based on what I achieved as while I was having these issues, you know, how I understood many things in life. So it's kind of, it's pretty close to me, very much.
Wenn dieses Spiel so persönlich ist, wie ist es dann, andere Leute das Spielen zu sehen?
It's terrible, actually. In one way, I feel like I really wanted to do this in a more, you know, cartoonish way to talk about these issues and talk about this mental illness, but in a way that it feels in your face at the same time that it feels kind of beautiful, you know. And it is very hard to see like people playing it, but at the same time, it's kind of my own therapy, you know, to let it go in a way. And we got a lot of emails from many fans that are very thankful because we did this actually, because they could understand, you know, what was in between the lines, if you say so.
Hat es dir dann geholfen, das Spiel zu machen?
It helped me the most while we were making the game, because it was kind of always going in front of a mirror, you know, like seeing these bad parts of yourself and the good parts as well. So you kind of put everything there for yourself, and I could see like maybe I should go more with my positive side, you know, and that kind of helped me a lot, actually.
Das Ende von Fran Bow ist ja ziemlich offen, was auch häufig kritisiert wurde. Warum hast du dich für ein so offenes Ende entschieden?
Well, I think it's a bit how you see it, because the game itself has this way of showing reality and fantasy in a way that you cannot really decide which is which, right? So the end kind of it depends how you believe yourself the whole story is about. So if you think it's reality, then you can understand the end in a way. If you think it's fantasy, you understand it in another way. And some people really got that message, you know, and it's great to see that. But yeah, I wanted to keep it open mostly because I don't think France ends there, you know. It will be lovely also that people could understand that in a way stories never really ends where we put it. And also because it's something so personal to me, for me it's kind of, I haven't really understood everything yet myself. So it's very much, like you say, something very biographical in a way. And I just don't want to make people think about stuff just randomly. They have a base, and when you replay the game, you can see much more details in it than the first run. And it's a bit about that. seeing these messages that are everywhere. It's kind of a hidden game, if you can call it like that.
Die Figur Fran, ein sehr junges Mädchen, ist sehr kindlich und sehr überzeugend geschrieben. Wie hast du das hinbekommen?
I'm pretty childish, actually. I mean, I can do like grown-up stuff, you know, but I kind of like to keep this. I kind of decide to not be this kind of grown-up, you know. You know, when you are a little, you kind of see a picture of everything. You kind of decide what an adult is and what it stands for. And for me, it was something very tragical and boring. And I think I'm developing through the years that way of being, just keep myself pretty childish in a way. I love to see faces and everything, and that's what I portrayed in the game, I think.
Sich neue klassische Adventure-Rätsel ausdenken, das ist ja sehr schwierig. Wie bist du das Thema angegangen?
Well, I was always afraid that the puzzles could be like repetitive and that other games, like you said, had the same kind of puzzles. Because it's hard, you know, it's kind of, we all do kind of the same things now when we are going to make some food, right? We chop vegetables and put it to cook and all that. So it's kind of what I try to do in Fran Bow is just to make the story first, incorporate the puzzles after when you have this problem, and from the problem create the puzzle itself. It's like two ways. You cannot make a puzzle without a problem. That's what I try to do. So that's why many also said that they're pretty logical. But even that is hard to know because we all have so different experiences in life. So it's kind of hard not, you know, to fall into the unlogical and all that. But yeah, I try to like just from a problem to create the puzzles. So.
Hat denn das Geld von der Indiegogo-Kampagne vor rund 3 Jahren ausgereicht, um das Spiel zu machen?
No, actually, we had to spend our savings, and we got somebody. I don't know if Isaac will like I say this, but I will say it anyway. His grandfather died, and he left us some money. So that's the other part of the game. Actually, otherwise we couldn't make it. It was. So with it was like $28,000 we got from Indiegogo, and that paid for about 1 year, maybe less even. So it was very bad plan in that way, in the money way, because it was our first game also, so it was very hard to us to know what we will do in kind of money-wise, you know, and we were like very cheap all the time. We didn't do much for ourselves, just working all the time. So we stretched that money very, very much. But even so, we got a bit stressed at the end, actually. So, yeah, money is evil.
Habt ihr euch dann auch überlegt, mal einen Publisher anzusprechen?
You know, that kind of thoughts always pops up, like, oh, we need help, maybe we can go there. But it felt so not for Fran Bow, actually, because it's so personal, and you know, I don't want anybody or anything telling me what to do or what not to do. I've learned so many things from this game already, but you know, we just wanted to keep it to ourselves in a way.
Ihr seid nur 2 Leute und habt ein so wundervolles Spiel auf die Beine gestellt. Wie habt ihr das geschafft?
Thank you. Yes, I mean, yeah, we were the 2 people. Isaac was making the programming and doing the music, and we together kind of decide of all the puzzles, because we have to like ball ideas and all that, and also I did the graphics and the rest, the story and all. And we kind of just we did movies before. I mean, short films and animations. So we are super used to work like super zero budget and trying to make the best of the worst. So we kind of just go for it, and we got help from other people to translate the game and also to check on the English, because it's not my first language, so it was kind of, but all the base was made by us, and we just did it. I don't know, it didn't came up new arms or anything, but just did it. I think we were the worst bosses in our lives, actually. We were working many hours a day, not seeing each other's faces, like for weeks sometimes. It was super much work, but it was super fun also doing it, everything actually.
Werden wir denn eine Fortsetzung sehen?
Of Fran Bow?
Ja.
I really want to say something about that, but I don't know yet. We'll see what the future has. Of course, there are many dreams in my head. I want to explain more of this game. I mean, the lore of the game is super huge, and I feel like I need to explain more, but we'll see.
Dann hoffen wir doch mal, dass es da mehr geben wird. Vielen Dank für das Interview und weiter viel Erfolg mit Fran Bow.
Alright, thank you for asking me questions.
Inzwischen ist auch der Soundtrack zum Spiel erschienen. Den Link dazu, zum Spiel selber und zu unserem Test findet ihr unten in der Videobeschreibung. Und das war die Adventure-Treff-Show für heute. Wenn ihr noch Anmerkungen oder Themenvorschläge habt, könnt ihr mir gerne einen Kommentar posten, und da suche ich auch immer noch nach euren persönlichen Favoriten für das Adventure des Jahres 2015. Wir sehen uns nächstes Mal wieder, dann mit dem Spiel Soul Axiom und einem Interview mit dem Macher Ben Tester. Bis dahin, gutes Rätseln!